Hello, Duran. How are you? I hope you are fine. Okay. Now we are going to start with our lesson. Okay. Good people. The first of all you have to write is the date. Okay. What day is today? And you have to write it in your folder. Okay. Pay attention. Good. Let's to start. Here you have the Simpsons dialogue. Okay. Now, what about what were we working the past? Do you remember? Okay, good. We were working about habits in quarantine and their frequency. Good people, good. Now, you know that they are Simpson family. Good. Now, we are going to do homework. Okay? Here you have to write the adverbs of frequency in the correct place, in this case, okay? So, what is the first word that we had done in previous class? Always. Good. Excellent. Always. Because the 5 squares are full. Good. But what about with the second 5 square? Are all full or not? No. So what do you think this is the correct word that you have to write? Good. You have to write, in this case, wait a minute, usually. Good. Excellent. What about the third one? There are less square full. Pay attention. Often. Good people. Good. Often. Pay attention. Wait a minute. Sorry. Often. Wait a minute. Okay, great. What about the fourth one? What do you think? There is just one square full. Okay? Yes, sometimes. Okay? Okay, good. Now, the last one is never. Okay? So, what does this mean? That you nunca, okay? You nunca do it, for example. Okay? So, here you have to write never. Okay? But according to this word, you have to write a sentence according to the picture that you have next the adverbs of frequency. For example, the first ones that we do together was I always have shower at 8. Okay? Is it right? Good. Good people, good. Okay, now here you have to write the next sentences. Okay, for example, the second one is usually, and you have the picture, use the mask. Okay, the action, use the mask. Okay, so I can write I usually use the mask. Okay, the third one could be, for example, I often get dressed in the morning. Okay, or you can use, or you can write after the shower, for example, if you want. And then you can write with the fourth word. I can write, you have to pay attention to the picture. Okay, for example, go to bed. Okay, I some I sometimes go to bed at 12. Okay? And the last one says never and up. Okay? So you can write, for example, I never get up at 7. I never get up at 7. Okay? Is it was your task? Okay? Just that. Now, let's continue with the lesson because here you have something new to learn, okay? What are these words? Yes, these are habits in quarantine. Excellent. Repeat for me, okay? Repeat after me. Get up, have a shower, get dressed, have breakfast, work at home, use the mask, count in your elbow, have lunch, have dinner, and go to bed. Good, people, good. Now, here you have a dialogue between Marge, Homer, okay, and Bart and Lisa and Homer, okay? We are going to read it. For example, Homer says, "Hi again, children. I always forget what Marge and the children frequently do. Hi, Marge. Do you sometimes get up at 7? Hi, Homer. Yes, I do, says Marge. Okay? And what about Bart and Lisa? They get up together? No, they don't. Lisa usually gets up at 9 and Bart always gets up at 10. Homer says, what does Maggie do when she gets up? Marge says, Maggie never gets up at 8. She often has a shower. She doesn't have breakfast. Okay? Does she often have dinner at 8? Yes, she does. Does she sometimes go to bed at 12? No, she doesn't. She sometimes go to bed at 11. Okay. Lisa, do you usually get up at 10? No, I don't. I usually get up at night. Do you always have breakfast at 10? Yes, I do. Bart, do you usually get up at 10? No, I don't. I always get up at 10. Do you never count in the elbow? Yes, I do. Okay, now, what do you think about this dialogue? What is the difference about the other dialogue? For example, here, in this case, Homer says, do you sometimes get up at 8? Or, for example, do you sometimes get up at 7? Or do they get up together? What is saying in this case, Homer? What is he saying? Yes, he's questioning to Marge. Okay, good. He's questioning to Marge. Okay, then Marge says, hi, Homer. Yes, I do. Or no, they don't. What is saying here, Marge? Yes, she's answer to Homer. Excellent. This is the difference in this dialogue, okay, with the other dialogue. Okay, good. Well, now pay attention. For example, here says, do they get up together? And here says, does she often have dinner at 8? What is the difference in these two sentences? Yes, excellent. Do and does, excellent. And why? Why here Homer use does instead of do? Why? Yes, because he is talking about her. Good people, good. Well, okay, now here you have the first activity, okay? For example, here you have to complete the question and answer, okay? We are going to the first one together as an example. Okay? Pay attention. Here says Homer always gets dressed after the shower. What do you think here you have to complete the question? According to the dialogue. Yes, yes, does. Okay, good people, good. Wait a minute. Does Homer always get dressed after the shower? And what about the answer? How you can answer? Yes, here you have to write no. Wait a minute. No, he doesn't. Good people. Okay. And what about in this place? And what about the last one, the last word? You have to complete the answer. What Homer says about he get dressed. For example, here, pay attention, I never get dressed after my shower. So what is the word that here you have to fill the sentence? Yes, good. You have to fill it with never, okay? Never. Good people. This is your task, okay? You have to pay attention to the dialogue, okay? Good. Now it's your turn. You can do it. Good people. Now here you have the second activity. Here you have to write the sentences again with words in brackets. For example, we are going to do the first one as an example. Okay, good. For example, the first one says, I have breakfast. In brackets, you have the adverbs sometimes. So you have to write the sentences again, but with the adverbs, okay? What is the first word that you have to write? Yes, I, excellent, good, I. And what is the second one? Good, sometimes, sometimes. Good people. And the next one is have breakfast. Okay, this is your task. Okay, this is your task and it's very easy. Okay, now is your turn, people. If you have some question, you have to ask. Okay, good. Okay, children, here you have the next activity. Okay, here you have a questionnaire in which you have to tick the frequency in which you do your habit. Okay. For example, in my case, I always get up at 9. Okay? So in this case, I'm going to tick in always. Like that. Okay? Now is your turn. You can do it. Okay? You have just to find the words and then put in order this sentence. Okay? We are going to do the first ones as an example. Okay? The first word that I find, for example, in this case, is Homer. Good, Homer. This is just that you have to do in this activity. In the next activity, you have to write the sentence in its order, okay? For example, what is the first word that you have to write? Yes, she. What about the next? Doesn't. Okay, good. What about the next one? Yes, usually, usually. Excellent. And what about the next one? Excellent, good. Have breakfast. Good. And the last one? Yes, at 12. Good people, this is your task, okay? Now is your turn. You can do it. Good. Good, people. Now we are going to do the final task, okay? Pay attention carefully, okay? Good. Now, pay attention to this poster. You have to do a post about habits. For example, you have to choose 3 pictures out different habits, okay? You have to stick in the poster, okay? Can be get dressed, get up, use the mask, have a shower, whatever you want, okay? You have to stick the poster. Then, after that, once you have a stick, okay, the picture about the habits, then you have to write different adverbs of frequency, okay? Whatever you want. Could be always, never, often, usually, whatever you want, okay? Once you have write the adverbs of frequency about the picture, okay, you have to write a sentence, okay, according to the picture, according to the adverbs of frequency. For example, in this case, I choose get up, the picture about a woman that she is that she get up. Um, then I, for example, choose the word always, the adverb always, and then write the sentence about this, the picture and the word always. And I write, and I wrote, I at 8. Okay? The same things I do with the others. Use a mask, never, I never use a mask. I choose a picture, get dressed, and the word often. So I wrote, I often get dressed in the morning. Okay? Okay, children. Once you have finished your poster, you can record yourself doing these habits. You don't need to appear completing the film, okay? You just record the action according to your sentence. Okay, people. I hope you can enjoy the lesson. So, goodbye.